Hello, my name's Julie and I'm using this video as an introduction to my journey through talking therapies. I have made a series of videos and I'm still making videos that will become available online. But I think it's only fair that I tell you how to access talking therapies and why I made that decision. So, how to access talking therapies. So, talking therapy is a free service that's available via the NHS, and it can be done through GP, so you can ask your GP to refer you, or you can do a self-referral. So I did a self-referral. I just went online, Google Talking Therapies in Doncaster. It's actually part of the R-Dash, part of NHS, which deals with mental health services, and put in some information and received something back to say, yes, you're on our waiting list, thank you very much, and somebody will be in touch. Now, the reason that I access the service or made that self-referral to the service was because for as long as I can remember in my adult life, I've had a phobia about blood, so I don't like blood. Also needles, vaccinations, blood test, and I also have a really deep-seated fear. In fact, I always say terror of the dentist, even though I always visit the dentist to make sure my teeth are okay. It causes me a great deal of trauma. A few years ago, about 3 years ago, I was quite poorly and became really worried about what was going on. To be fair, I thought I might have had bowel cancer. It was quite a scary experience. But because of my phobias about those things that I've just said, and I often call it my white coat syndrome, I really do find it difficult to go and access services. However, my husband insisted that I needed to go see my GP, and I did that. But it kind of brought it home to me that my phobias around white coats, blood, needles, vaccinations, dentists, blood tests, is actually having quite a significant impact on my life. And it also causes me to become really worried in situations that have nothing to do with that at all. For example, I'm a hiker, I'm a rambler, I'm a walker, and I get really, really worried when I'm walking on unsteady ground, when I'm walking uphill, when I'm walking downhill, if it's slippery, because in my mind I'm going through that if I fall, I'm going to end up in A&E. If I end up in A&E, I'm going to have tests. They're going to do all kinds of things to me that I won't like. So really, there's been a build-up of things over the last few years that have really made me think, Julie, you need to get a grip on these phobias, because longer term, as you get older, more things go wrong and you need to access the NHS more and more often. I'm beginning to panic a little bit, really, about what or how I would cope in the future. So, self-referral to talking therapies. And to be fair, even though I know I've got these extreme phobias, I actually thought it wouldn't be a top priority, that people with other issues like depression and PTSD would be more of a priority than myself. So I was pleasantly surprised that the wait was only a few months, and I have started CBT, so cognitive behaviour therapy. So I decided to document my journey through CBT, through talking therapy, so that for myself I can see the progress that I make. So I'm not quite sure how far through the process I am, because it will take as long as it takes. But there will be some videos following this one of my progress week by week, appointment by appointment, through the process of talking therapy. And I hope that it will give some of you the confidence to make those referrals yourself, because there is help out there. You don't have to live with mental health issues. It's good to talk.